Hey, I'm Fish, and we're reviewing. Oh, yes, indeed. I'll write it out for you. We're doing a Sony ZV-1 audio review test on this low-level day. Let's get rolling. We're going to go over all these microphones that are on the table. You can go over as many as you like. And the problem is only some will work perfect, some will have an issue, and some just won't work at all. This is a excellent review, educational, and offers something that maybe, hey, I'm looking to get a Sony ZV-1F or a Sony ZV camera, and this is what you may experience with the products. As we learn the menu system, please forgive me if it's number 6. We have an audio level of 12 dB. I feel that it is the sweet spot for me. And I'm going to be testing out all the mics, like said, and I'm using right now an Tech wireless USB-C microphone. I'm getting a cable that I'm going to be modifying so I can use that mic for this camera. The first test is the original Sony ZV-1, 3 directional microphones on top that should pick up the best sound for you. Let's get those samples going, starting off with the Sony ZV-1F. We're offering first 5 seconds silence so you can hear if there's any feedback. And I'm in the studio warehouse where you may hear background noise, etc., etc. The Sony ZV-1F camera is always an arm length away, that's about 3 feet. It should have the perfect sound to pick me up. I can raise the decibel all the way up so you can hear it a lot better, and that's the only time I am going to raise it right now. We are at 31 dB. I have channel 1, channel 2, and they're both in the green zone. And I'm talking a nice natural voice. How does the camera sound? I forgot to give 5 seconds of silence. The Saramonic XR-XM1 mic. The Saramonic XR-XM1 mic may have some feedback, some motion, those clicking sounds. This is a test 1, 2, 3, 4. Saramonic XR-XM1, test 1, 2, 3. Rode Video Micro. The Rode Video Micro, talking in a nice natural voice. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put a wind muff on the Andy Sin rather than the Rode Micro. The Andy Sin with the wind muff, we'll keep it off at the first. This way you give an idea if it gets in the way of the lens. Andy Sin Micro. It is on just the boom mic, and we'll transfer it with the wind muff. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. The wind muff is on. You can see it right there in the view of the camera, adjusting correctly to be out of the view. A little shake as you walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is known as the ME55S. We'll give this a shot next. The Sony ME55S that did not fit into the Sony ZV-1F is now on the unit. Test 1, 2, 3. Microphone does not fit in due to the flat surface. The Olympus D51. We'll give this one a shot. Left and right. I didn't snap my fingers for the others, but this is a 2 microphone, left and right separation. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Olympus D51, test 1, 2, 3. Decibel of the Rode Wireless Go. See if it has any separation sound. Sony clone DP720p was the all-time bassy microphone. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. How does this clone microphone sound? Condenser cellophane mics. This is a FE12, no longer found online. We'll give it a simple test. Stereo mic, plug it in. This is a boom mic. You'll never replace a Rode Micro or an Andy Sin. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. 10-year-plus old mic, known as a Boya. It is a mono lavalier mic. The Boya mono mic channel 1 and C channel 2 moving, and it looks like the same. This is a test 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a test 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a Sony mono mic, a Sony lavalier. The Sony comes with the wireless kit. It's been around quite some time, over 10 plus years. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Mono mic. All the mics I showed prior to this were non-powered. This is a powered mic, and it has the ability to plug in microphones. We'll go through some and show you what it sounds like. The Rode Wireless Go, dB level on its lowest, 12 dB on the Sony. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Our next test is plugging in some microphones to the Wireless Go. Remember, this is on the lowest dB level to get the best sound possible at 12 dB on the 1F. The Sony clone DP720p, test 1, 2, 3. The Boya microphone lavalier mono to a stereo unit coming in stereo to you. 1, 2, 3. And last but least, the Sony lavalier mic mono to the Rode Wireless Go stereo. Test 1, 2, 3. When we use our external mic with the Sony and we plug the mic in first, and we turn our camera on second, we are able to do a test. This is a test with the Ceremonic XR-XM1, and we're going to be removing the microphone. And will we continue to get sound? No. In order to avoid that issue, we turn the camera on first. We plug in the microphone second. Make sure we clear that external port door, which should be able to come off or bend more flexible or slide to the front. We are then able to record video, test 1, 2, 3, and then take the microphone out, and we are now 100% or not recording at all. The last try is basically hitting the record button with the internal mic and then plugging in the external mic and we should be able to be getting some type of recording level or not, and remove it as so. So this will work and not work 100% of the time, and that may be a concern for some. Recording with the microphones, you'll decide which one best works for you. You're going to find some of the mics will have issues, some will not. And this is the pros and the cons of the Sony ZV-1F, and as well as the mics being used. This way you get an example if you're looking for an external mic or looking to shop for a Sony ZV camera like the 1F or the ZV series. I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there. At least this is what I found and sharing to the world to you. Enjoy your Sony ZV-1F.